Actually, that kind of leads into the second question that I had brought up to you is, something I was discussing on those platforms. You'll have to forgive me. Let me turn off my ringer here real quick. I've got a family text and they'll blow me up.
Don't worry about it. Hey, having a talk, Matthew and Doc talking on a Sunday night, trying to get information. It's a beautiful platform. There's not that type of stress of being on MSNBC or all these programs. We're just two human beings talking, and I like that.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay. So going along with what you were talking about with herd immunity, we were discussing this on the platform as well. Some people may or may not know that during the pandemic, at one point, the World Health Organization changed the definition of herd immunity. And what it had originally stated was exactly what you were talking about, is to where you either get herd immunity through natural infection or through vaccination. But they at one point changed the definition to state that you could only get herd immunity through vaccination, which I found very interesting. What are your thoughts about that? Did you know about the change in the definition?
I heard about that, and that's a complete lie. I teach this stuff. I'm a virologist. I teach this stuff at the Virology Institute in Germany and all over the place. I'm a professor now teaching diseases. So I haven't changed what I've taught for 30 plus years, and that is an absolute lie, because there's no way you can change a definition. They're changing the definition right in the middle of a pandemic. Come on, where are you coming up with this stuff? It doesn't work that way. And that was a disservice for the community on a whole. This is why the CDC and the World Health Organization have credibility problems, and their platform did not work. That's why millions and millions of people are infected. Millions and millions of people are dying. You're having every 4 minutes somebody's dying from COVID. Well, that's pretty significant for somebody who's put so much effort, like the World Health Organization, in trying to manage something that they cannot manage. And I'm sorry, it's sad, but you can't manage a immunogenic virus like the COVID virus. It's impossible. There is no way in 1,000 years you're ever going to have a vaccine that's going to be able to create herd immunity. It's not going to happen because the virus mutates too much. And it's the same thing with HIV. People don't realize if you use HIV as a dogma of viruses, an individual gets infected with the HIV virus, and guess what happens? They have 100,000 mutations every day in their body. How are you going to create a vaccine that has every possible combination to get herd immunity? It's never going to happen. And you look at the coronavirus, same phenomenon. You are never, ever in this lifetime going to have a herd immunity to something that mutates the way it is. And this is from one, the inefficiency in the vaccine effectiveness. One, when they started initially, when they got the first, DNA sample, genetic information of the virus from China, it was based off of the Wuhan strain. That virus is going from the alpha strain, the beta strain, gamma strain, delta strain, lambda strain, to the Omicron, from one mutation to Delta with 13 mutation to now up to 120 plus mutation. It is impossible. It's like throwing a dart at a F1 Formula car driven by Lewis Hamilton.